Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing good tonight. If you're here, say hello. Looks like we've got our DJ Lingus. Morgan Swallen is in the house tonight. Hey, John. Hope you're doing well. If you're here, say hello. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quicker tonight. Hopefully, we can give away a couple more tickets to our next event, which is coming up here later this month. But hello to everybody who is here, trying to get back on our schedule for Tuesday nights and be more regular with these lives. But big shout out to David Martin for that promo video. He always puts together really cool stuff for us that makes us look good. And also, while I'm here, thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Super ATV, our title sponsor, as always. Specialized ATV, Dirty Triple Chemicals, ORFab. Those are kind of our top guys, and everybody else you see on here. And I talk about this, like we talk about it all the time, but make sure you guys are supporting the people that support you, and support the parks and support these series that you race with and whatnot, because they're doing it so that they, obviously, so that they can help support you. So just return that favor when you're looking for somewhere to purchase something from, reach out. We'll definitely send you our best, suggestions. And they're not just people that, that support us through the series, but they're people that we have their products. We believe in it. We stand by it. And that's why we wanted them on our team. So big thank you to all of our sponsors. So I did just want to hop on here, tell you guys how Daisy Dukes went. If you were there, then you saw. If you weren't, you missed out. It was a really good weekend of riding. The weather was amazing. It was really nice to have it a little bit later in the year than normal, just temperature wise. It did rain a little bit overnight and early Saturday morning, but that was like great to knock the dust down. Like it was perfect. So we really enjoyed it. I always love doing those kinds of events because we can really get out and mingle with more people. We just have a little bit more, the schedule's a little bit more relaxed for us working. So it's a good time. We posted this picture up here. Congratulations to the winners. Spooky won first place. And I believe Krista was the second place winner's name and Victoria was the third place, or I might have those mixed up. I think that's correct. But shout out to those winners. I know there's a lot of comments on there, but all I can say is if you were there, then you probably know, Daisy Duke it's a voted on contest. And so, only part of that is maybe what you were blessed with from the good Lord above or what your pocketbook got you. But the other part of it is kind of how you interact and everything. So it's always a good time. We have judge seats that open up every year, a couple of weeks before the event. So if you're interested in judging and making your vote count next time, then just keep an eye on the Facebook page for that, because that's where we announce when we open up the seats for judging. So thank you to Busco Beach for having us out. It was a lot of fun. They were shooting out like t-shirts from the t-shirt cannon at the stage. And it was a really good time, really good fun this weekend that we had. So what's up next for us? We've got the Rec Yard Series number 4 event. That is coming up here later this month. We've talked about it for a couple of weeks. I'm going to keep on talking about it, and you'll see us posting all about it. That is later this month from September 26th through to the 29th, and that's in Fayetteville, North Carolina. There are all kinds of things going on. Pricing is $60 for Thursday through Sunday, $50 for Friday through Sunday, and $40 for Saturday through Sunday. And 10 and under is free. And then they do have a military discount at the gate if you want to do that. If you buy your tickets online, you can be entered into a prize drawing to win some money back. It's like $100 cash you win back once somebody's going to win that money back. So if you know you're going anyway, go ahead and go online and get your tickets. You can either get that on the Rec Yard site or on our King of the Deep Facebook page. You can find it through the event. We can kind of direct you there. I think there's only a couple of camping spots left. So if you're interested in getting a hookup site, go ahead and do that. You have to buy your ticket online in order to buy a hookup site, but there's only a couple of those left. Otherwise, they have plenty of like primitive camping and stuff like that. So that's going to be a fun weekend. We've got Thursday night's going to be the cornhole tournament and a bonfire. Friday night's going to be a beater car race along with like a derby for side-by-sides, ATVs, trucks, and cars. And then on Saturday, we've got the King of the Deep race, the Little Dirty Kids race, tug pads at 7, dunk tank, foam party, like a glow party, and all that stuff going on at the Booty Barn and music and everything. And then also on the other side, like also through the park itself, they have a really cool haunted house that they open up every year. So this is going to be the first weekend that their haunted house is open. That's why we chose that weekend. So you guys can kind of go in and experience that with all the full cast members, fully made up and doing all the scary things and everything that they do. So there's going to be like a zombie bus ride, a zombie paintball hunt. We're supposed to have like a hunt for like glowing antidote in the woods on Friday night. There's just a bunch of different things to get everybody involved, not just like racing stuff, but other stuff that everybody can enjoy. So we're really excited about that. Yeah, Danny, it does look fun. What do you think? I was just trying to do something a little different, a little bit fun tonight. We have been working super, super hard on next year in our off season. That's what we kind of been working on 2025. And we've got a lot of really cool stuff to share with you guys on that soon. So stay tuned for all of that. I can give you a couple of teasers about this stuff. I will say that we are locked. Well, we already have 15 dates on our schedule. That is correct. 15 dates on our schedule that are reserved and kind of already planned. And we are looking to add a couple of more of those, maybe another 2 to 3. I think we're projected to have between 16 and 18 events next year. So we're really excited and looking forward to that. So just stay tuned because 2025 is loading for us. We're really excited. We're going to be able to drop some of that information and just go ahead and let you guys know things as it pieces together here. But we're super pumped about next year. Danny, are you coming to the rec yard? Is that what you're talking about? So after the next event, which is series event number 4, which I think we've told you guys, but in the past there have been kind of like a S money shaped curve. They're still going to be that way for small and medium, but the unlimited hole, because we wanted to create a third and separate untouched hole by the time when that class starts. That hole, because of the way that the space that we have to work with, that's going to be a straight hole. So if anybody's raced before or, kind of considering one way or the other or not sure what they want to do, small tire naturally aspirated and small tire open and medium will both be in separate holes. The small will be in one, the medium will be in another. Those are curvy holes. And then the unlimited will be in a straight hole. Cool, Danny. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's a little bit of a smaller park. And they're only open for a couple of events a year, but they're really fun. So it's just going to be a really good time hanging out and stuff. They have been working on doing more trails. They've got a trail map. We'll get that put up here. Hopefully we can get it updated for anything they've added on. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're excited about that. And then, so after the rec yard, we are going to have like 2 weeks off and then we'll be over at Busco again for Fall Bash. So we actually, I told you guys last week that I would try to get some more information for you about how we're going to do that and where we're going to do that in the park. That was kind of on my to-do list this past weekend while we were there for Daisy Dukes. But I'll be honest, like we just don't know yet because the water levels are still so high. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. There's like no beach around the ponds that we normally do the water slide on. And we have the beach party on. There's pretty much like no beach. It just like drops off into the water. So the water levels are so high that some of the areas that we were considering doing, like physically placing the bounty hole races in, are underwater right now. I don't know if they will dry out in time for the Fall Bash event in those other areas. If they do dry out, there's still because this time of year, the water just doesn't really, it's different. It's not like we're getting to where the temperatures are cooling down and the water just doesn't absorb and dry out like it does at other times of the year. So if it does not, and even if it does, it still may be such like a mucky mess that it's not going to be the most conducive to what we want to do for the event. So we don't know exactly if we're going to do it where we have always done it traditionally in the past, or if we're going to put it somewhere else. Yeah, evaporate is the word. Yeah, John, it's not. So we don't know exactly where. As soon as we find that out, I will let you guys know, but it's probably going to be closer to the end of this month, just because we need to give it some more time to see what Mother Nature does for us the rest of this month, rain-wise, and just kind of see what happens, with that space. So either way, there's going to be a bounty hole. We just got to figure out exactly how we're going to do it. And so without knowing where we're going to do it, I can't give you the details of whether it's going to be one hole, straight holes, 2 holes, whatever holes. We don't know. OG hole by the power lines. I would love to do that. I would love that. Who? Oh, John. They said John was wearing the Speedo on the live. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I would love to do I would love to do it. We talked about that this weekend with a couple different people, how that was like one of the most fun bounty holes that we've done. And actually was on the phone with the park today, and the owner was talking about how, like, I don't know, 7 years ago or so, that's what their most fun and most attended events were too, were just some of the old holes in the field, like nothing fancy, nothing bleachers, nothing, just those old holes in the field where everybody was standing around the bounty hole. So things have changed a little bit, but I wouldn't mind doing that. So it would just be a shame if that's the only place that we could do it, wouldn't it? You got a school bus. I know. I might have to make a whole nother class for buses. So, and by the way, if you were at Busco on Saturday night, and if you saw what I did with the Defender after my husband went to bed, and I was driving, and you got any pictures of that, I'm open to pay you for those so they don't get out. That's all. That's all I'll say about that. He might never let me drive again, y'all. So, the funny part is that I took it to the wash pit, and I tried to rinse off the evidence, and I thought I did a good job. And then we got up the next morning and went outside, and I realized that, number one, I forgot to spray off the headlights so you could clearly see how far deep in the mud I was. And then number two, when I opened the door, you could see the water line on the on the inside of the door. Like, I did great spraying out the floorboard, but I totally forgot to spray off the door. So, that didn't go so well. But, so you guys, we are going to be back at Busco for Fall Bash. That's October 10th through 12th weekend. And then after that, the very next weekend, we are headed down to Top Trails, which is in Talladega, Alabama. They've got a benefit for Down syndrome to raise money for the Down Syndrome Association of Atlanta, because it's not that far from there, even though it's in Alabama. And we are working with them to do all kinds of really fun activities for the kids. There's going to be like some power wheel racing, nothing like downhill dangerous, but just like power wheel racing for the kids, regular barrel racing on ATVs and side-by-sides for them, even like some little drag racing for the kiddos. Then there's going to be all kinds of things for kids that don't ride, maybe even some of our extra chromie homies down there, just all kinds of like field games, fun things for the kids that we're doing all day long on Saturday. And I think that date is the 19th, maybe Saturday, the 19th of October. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff down there. That's where we're headed right after Fall Bash. And then after that, we are looking at our next event that we are hosting is going to be Veterans Day weekend in November for the series championship at Grand River Motorsports there in Robertsdale, Alabama. So we're very looking forward to that. We've got a couple of other things on our schedule that we're trying to do. We're trying to go this weekend to Boggs and Boulder, I think, is where we decided to go for the bounty course. But we are not sure. We've got some family medical, not us, but just people in the family. We're going to make sure everybody's straight before we leave. And also, just making sure everything's good and everything on the home front's taken care of. So that is our goal, to get down there this weekend. And then also at the end of October, we may be heading out a little bit further west, out towards like maybe Mississippi area. So we're excited about that. I haven't had a lot of people on here commenting. I was going to see about giving away some tickets, but not a lot of people are on here. John's here, but he's getting in free because he's got to work. So yeah, maybe I'll do that next week. Hey, if you're here, I can't tell because the numbers keep jumping around. Say hello. If you want to see me give away some tickets, then say hello. Say we want free tickets. Because I'd love to give away a couple of tickets to the Rec Yard event tonight. So, hey, John. All right. You guys want to play a game real quick? Hey, Danny. Give Rob tickets. Make him go. I know. Rob's scared to go out of town because bad things keep happening whenever he tries to plan to leave. All right. So, free tickets. First event that we ever did for the series. Let's just do one ticket tonight since there's not a lot of people on here. First event that we ever did for the series. How many feet did the first racer make it into the hole? Like how many feet? So they could have gone anywhere from 0 to 200 feet. They could have made a full pull. They could have made it 50 feet. You know, how many feet do you think that they made it through on the very first run ever of the King of the Deep series? This was like a kind of fun trivia question that you're pretty close, Danny. You're a little bit under, but you're not far off. Oh, John, you're too high. So it's somewhere between 18 and 50. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Getting closer, Danny. You're getting closer. Closer. Oh, John's getting close. It's more than 25, but less than 50. More than 25. Yes, it's 27 feet, John. It is 27 feet. So that was Mike Summers, the first ever. John popped up first. Danny, I see you did 27 too, but on my screen, John popped up first. It was Mike Summers. He ran the first ever small tire ATV run that we did in the King of the Deep. That was like in May of 2021. And as far as with the series, and he made it 27 feet. And it was kind of neat. He was there at the barn and we were talking about that the other day. And we thought that'd be a fun trivia question. So John, if you were interested in coming, you gotta work that weekend, give it to Danny. Danny Russell, I'm going to put you down for a free entry ticket to the Rec Yard event for September 16th through 29th. Thank you so much, John. That was so kind of you. And we'll get you on that list to get in. That was really cool. And we'll see you out there that weekend. That'll be a fun time. So if you guys have any questions, put them on the video, send them to us on Facebook, pigeon carrier, mail, whatever. We'll answer them for you. Yeah, Danny, look. So since you're getting your entry for free, then you got a little bit extra cash. You can enter the race. So I want to see you enter in and give this a try, at least something, even if it's not the bounty hole, then enter the derby race or one of the I don't know, something, enter something. Tugs, we got dunk tanks, we got beater car races, we got all kinds of stuff. So we will see you guys here at the Rec Yard on September 26th or 29th. And I will, perfect. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. And I will see you guys again next week. Hopefully I'll have some other updates for you about Little Dirty Kids. I've had a few donations, but I haven't had time to make the graphic on that. And I just need to kind of check in with everybody else. So I'll get an update as far as payouts on Little Dirty Kids for y'all for next week. And all the rules for all of the beater car, the derbies, and all that kind of stuff posted for you guys before next week. But I hope you guys have a great night and have a good rest of your week. We'll see you soon, and be careful whatever you're doing. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you later. Y'all have a good night.